Hi everyone, and welcome to Thursday's General Hospital. Let me check that date real quick. So yes, Thursday. Sorry last week, it just, with Cassie's birthday and just work and everything, it just got so crazy. So to give you a laugh, because I am seriously late, I am doing a new craft thing and I need pipe cleaners. You see these? These are pipe cleaners, right? That's what they're called. Except now they're called fuzzy sticks. Like, really? They're pipe cleaners. Hand that back to you. Did anyone ever clean pipes with a hot pink pipe cleaner? Seriously, if you ever have, let me know. But let's get to Thursday's recap, and I'll have Fridays hopefully a little later tonight, and then Mondays maybe tomorrow morning, and just everything. I got a Hulu like 2-week free trial, so I've just been watching a lot of that, and that's also to blame. But let's get right to it, because I know you're like, okay, come on, get to it. So we are. At the Quartermains, Olivia and Ned are super happy together, and Dylan comes in, and Ned rushes him out, and Olivia's a little like, maybe a little embarrassed, and Ned offers for Leo to stay over so she can stay over, and she doesn't feel like she belongs there exactly, and she says she needs to make sure she doesn't confuse Leo. Like, Ned says that this could be her and Leo's home, unless this is too fast, and she just says she needs to be mindful of the steps they're taking, and they don't exactly leave things perfect, and Carly texts her and she has to go. Ned tells Dylan Olivia was really embarrassed, and Dylan really likes her, and he likes how happy Ned is with her, and also Ned thinks Olivia maybe doesn't feel the same way about him that he feels about her. Dylan thinks that maybe Olivia thinks he has reliability issues, and his multiple marriages at the same time, and maybe red flags went up for her. And Ned is like, wait, do you think I should marry Olivia? And I'm like, hold on now. This just went to 0 to 60 real fast. At the PCPD, Jordan is trying to get the DA to drop the charges, and she's talking to Andre. She says that the witness didn't pan out, and she asks him about the wedding. He says that there was a confrontation and wishes she was there, and she wants to talk to him. He says that he knows she's committed to her job, and he shouldn't have given her a hard time about leaving the wedding. He loves her. He's happy when he's with her. He was disappointed she left, and that's what he should have said. He shouldn't have gotten, on her case about it. And no one apparently has said anything like that to her before, because she's really, affected. And she says that, he's more than she ever prepared for, in a good way. And he's become essential to her life. And she wishes that it didn't have to come to almost losing him to realize that. And this is on her. She'll make it up to him. And she apologizes. And she does 100% choose him. Then Curtis comes in. Apparently Buzz has vanished. I didn't realize, and that makes me sad. The DA isn't happy. And Curtis asked if he at least proved himself and the case to Jordan, and is he on track to get his badge, and he's ready to take all the steps and work his way up. He's not looking for special treatment. But Jordan says that she can't hire him, and he'll have to go elsewhere if he wants his badge back. And he says she promised. She says she didn't promise. She just said she'd consider it. And he feels that she played him. They both did. And she says that this wouldn't work. And then he accuses her of wanting him, and she slaps him again, because that is just what Jordan does at this moment in time. At Sunny's place, Jason and Sam come over. I wrote Jason, Sunny come over. Obviously not. Carly's there, and it's a strategic meeting since their staged fight at the hospital. Now it's going to look like Sam dragged him over, and Carly asks where this investigation is going, and Sunny says that it starts with Julian, and I've just been handed over multiple colored craft felt, which is very nice. And you'll see I'll make sure you guys see what I'm making with all this stuff. Thank you. Where was I? So they fill Carly in, Rudge, the woman, all of it. Rudge is apparently gone, and they need to find evidence. Carly's going to back off, but she expects them to let her know when it's all figured out. Sunny mentions calling Brick, and honestly, that just makes me miss Hammer. I know we only knew him for 2 episodes, but I got, emotionally invested in this Brick and Hammer thing. And now that it's gone, I don't know how I'm going to move forward with my life, So where was I? Oh, Sam is leaving, and Jason wants her to go to the safe house. And I've just been thrown something else. What have I been thrown? Small wiggly eyes. Googly eyes. They say wiggly eyes. Oh, googly eyes are now apparently wiggly eyes. And there's 300. So, quick question. How many, assuming I'm making something with 2 eyes, how many? That's your math question for the day.
That's good.
All right. Where was I? Okay, so then Sunny and Jason talk shop. Jason talks about his issues with Curtis. They have different philosophies, and he says that Jason intends to hand the culprit over to the police, and will that be enough for Sunny? Sunny hopes that prison is enough to neutralize her, but if not, if he finds out who did it, then Sunny will handle it. And I'm like, that's exactly not what Carly wants. At the park, Carly meets with Olivia to tell her something without her knowing. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. She says Julian's involved with something ugly and to keep Leo away. And Olivia mentioning something to Alexis. And Carly's like, why would I have to mention it to Alexis? She steers clear of her. So Olivia is also going to steer clear. She mentions Ned and the snag that happened this morning, and Carly thinks Ned wants to marry her, and he's laying the groundwork. And Olivia, she doesn't want to get married. She's not on that page at all. Nope, not happening. I don't know what's happening over there. At Alexis's place, Julian's moving out. He's going back to Ava's, and he said he only came here to help Alexis get sober. And also Alexis, she was never at the bar the night of the hit and run. That's all done. There's nothing he has nothing to hold over her anymore. And he asked if she even wants him to move out. Just kidding. He's packing. Almost done. Of course you want me to move out. So Julian's all packed. Alexis leaves. And a woman comes in. It's not Alexis. It's Liv, that sister, Olivia, not a nun. Just she's his sister. That sounded confusing for a hot second. I don't know how they're differentiating. This is why soap operas don't have people with the same name. So he called her Liv on the phone, so maybe we'll do that. Julia wants her to leave, and she feels that she won't be recognized anyway. She wants a status report on Jason. He says he changed course on Jason. He's not going with the space goat plan this time.
Space goat.
There's an episode of People's Court where the guy, instead of saying scapegoat, said space goat. So it's forever a space goat now. He says that Jason dropped the case altogether. He drugged him and made Jason rethink things. And he puts his family ahead of everyone. And he and Sunny even had a falling out. And then she asked what's happening with General Hospital. Speaking of General Hospital, at General Hospital, Franco's in the hospital, and Elizabeth is right there with him. See, now I want to say Liz, but if we have Liz and Liv, that is just going to be too much. So Elizabeth is Elizabeth, because I can't, you know me, names, too many names. Heather has called for Franco. Ava sent flowers. She's trying to let him know that people care. I have a Sharpie. I didn't even ask for this. An oil-based Sharpie.
Look what it writes on.
What's it write on? Wood and glass.
Glass. It's for the back of the
Oh, this for the, okay.
We're going to fix it.
Okay. I'm like, well, I'm not making glass. Anyway, so she tries to make the point that people care about him. They talk about their relationship, and they choose to be together. Alexis comes in. She tells Franco she owes him for what he did for her. Franco says they're both working on atonement and asks her to take care of herself. Sam arrives. Alexis is in there. Elizabeth thanks Sam for finding him. And Sam thinks that they can call it even because she let her know Alexis was in trouble. So, we don't have to deal with this anymore. We good. Elizabeth comes back into Franco's room. He's being discharged, and does he want to go to her place or his? Sam asks Alexis how she's doing. She says she's fine, and Sam tells her that she has to go out of town. Sunny and Jason are falling out over the case, and even offers that Alexis can come, but Alexis says that, Julian's moving out, and I can't, she can't go, and she has a sponsor and the program and all that. And I did see something ominous in Friday's description about the sponsor, so I'm excited to see that tonight, and Mondays, and I know I'm a mess. And now end scene. Olivia F. At what? Oh, Falconeri. See, I'm smart. So Olivia is having a panic attack in the park, and she thinks about Steve going to prison, and that made me miss Steve. And she just feels like she doesn't have a good track record, and her and Leo are doing great, and she doesn't want to complicate it. Dylan tells Ned to show Olivia he has something to offer, not necessarily marriage, which that might be the saving grace to all this. Yay! It's the supply I need to make the secret project that has wiggly eyes and felt.
Googly eyes.
Googly eyes. Whatever.
And pipe cleaner.
Fuzzy sticks.
And felt.
fezzy sticks. At least it's not chenille sticks. Anyway, so not necessarily marriage. And Ned sees Olivia as the best thing that ever happened to him, and he doesn't want to lose her. And honestly, Ned and Dylan need more scenes together. Like, give them a whole spinoff. I'd watch it every day religiously, to be quite honest with
They
you.
are good together.
So I told you Jordan slapped Curtis again. Not again in the episode. I just didn't write it down before, and I didn't know if I'd remember. Curtis brings up what happened in the hotel room. She says it was all a wake-up call, and they both have too much history to work together, and she has her life together, and he doesn't fit into it. And Curtis says that he's not going anywhere. Deal with it. Elizabeth leaves Franco in the hallway for a second. And Sam thanks Franco for not turning Alexis in, but don't think this makes us even for what he did to her. Jason intends to clear Sunny, and then he's done, and he gets a call. It's Curtis. Curtis has had a change of heart, and he's back in whatever way Jason wants to do this. And I'm like, yes. Julian says there's been a lot of resistance with the General Hospital thing, especially from Tracy Quartermain. So that's like, it's going to be a lot harder than she thinks. And then Alexis comes in, and Liv is there. Whoops. What? I kind of, no. I mean, I didn't see Fridays, and from what I saw where it's like her sponsor has a weird request, I almost think that she's a sponsor for some reason, but like most likely not because she's underground. But a part of me just like kind of clicks, if I'm totally wrong or not. So I'm sure I am. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm working to not let this happen again, and just so many things. But I will see you later tonight for more General Hospital, and I hope you have a good 3 hours. Bye.